Hello, friends. Welcome to episode 7 of the Powerball SEA Esports official podcast, where we talk about everything esports. My name is Index. I am joined here by a couple of guys from SEA Esport. We've got Mephy here
Hey,
in the call. What's up, buddy?
hey, I'm doing fine.
Hey, man.
That's just
Yeah,
it. I'm doing fine.
yeah. Playing a lot of dotes.
Yeah, played a lot of Dotes. Just
Yeah.
kidding. I haven't. The
Really?
last one. That's the last two we played earlier. That's the last. That's the first time in a few weeks.
Jesus Christ. My God. Go play more dotes. We also have redron here with us. What you doing, buddy?
I'm just here. I don't know. I'm just lying in the bed.
That's the best
I don't,
way to do the podcast, like lie on the bed.
yeah, but I don't know where to go exactly after this. So I think I'm lost. I
What?
think I'm having a midlife crisis and shit. So,
Dude, you're 23.
but
What?
What the hell is this?
but anyways, I'm fine.
All
Thanks for
right.
asking.
This is
Other, regardless of the midlife crisis, I'm doing fine. Also, we have Overdrive with us.
Hello.
With his brand new spanking mic,
Hello.
sounding clear, nice
Oh,
and
yeah.
clear, buddy.
We spent like a solid 20 minutes trying to fix this issue, but yeah, I'm here. So, how are you guys doing? I'm doing great. Enjoying
Nobody
the
ever asks how the host is doing.
Yeah, that's why I asked you, how are you doing?
Well, I have a ritual when I do hosting gigs, so I watch a lot of pornography, but the Chinese hotels didn't have pornography, so am I doing the memes right? We're
Yeah,
doing the memes
yeah,
right?
you are. This
Alright.
this is
Chinese
why we don't
hotels?
get views, dude.
What the hell? I think the rule is get as offensive as you can, and then let the views come in.
Ah, yeah, you're right.
Zet.
So yeah, I'm
Wha-
doing fine. I've been around. I have a
Yeah,
winning
you've
streak
been
in
around.
Dota and in
Damn,
Overwatch,
dude.
so it's
That-
all's well.
I shall join that game next time. Then you will lose.
Great. That's positive stuff, right? So, guys, we're here for guys just talking about esports. This episode is actually pretty special. It's gonna be the year-ender look back on all things esports. Kind of did a poll on our group on what we wanted to talk about. So, pretty diverse kind of list here. So let's get right into it, guys. First one up is actually TI6, the biggest prize pool in esports history. If I'm not mistaken, it's around 21.5 million. Is that
Yeah.
right? Let me just check.
Yeah, you're right.
That
To be fair, it's
is-
always the biggest prize pool in esports history.
if it's not the biggest prize pool, then next year they're pretty bad. But as of right now, it's still pretty good. It's actually 20.7 million US dollars, with the winning bagging 9.1 million US dollars. That is Wings Gaming. So we shall talk about Wings Gaming. Heading into TI6, if you guys remember, they were winning almost all of the tournaments. I think they were at Star Ladder or Summit. They won that, and prior to that, ESL won Manila, where we watched them win everything live.
They bombed out at the major though.
Yeah, they did. The Boston Major.
The
but-
Manila one.
Oh, the Manila one.
Yeah.
Oh,
They were pretty unaware.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, right. They did. Sorry, my bad. Yeah. So Wings Gaming. I want to ask if this was actually expected. If Wings heading into the tournament, were they the favorites for you guys? What do you think?
Huh. Wings Gaming heading to TI. Of course, they're not favorites because at TI you have teams like OG who won 2 majors of the year. You have Team Liquid, solid second place team, a perennial contender. You have EG who got back Zai and Fear at the team, and also some other teams like Newbie who was on the 29 game winning streak early in the year. So nobody expected Wings to win it all, because everyone think that the Manila ESL1 Manila thing was a fluke because all the top teams were there. Plus, it's kind of break before the major. Yeah. So that's what I think about Wings.
Yeah, what
Um,
do the other guys think? Yeah, go ahead.
well, I thought about Wings and before TI, and I thought that they're going to win it all if EG won't win, and that's what exactly happened. So kind of hate myself for being prophetic and shit because I wanted EG to win, but I guess the Chinese Navi just won TI and they deserved it. And like my favorite player, PPT, also stated that they really expected that they will lose to Wings, and they thought that they're going to be the ones being, or the ones being, being beaten by Wings in the grand finals, but they got lost from Digital Chaos. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there, yeah, I thought Wings was going to win it if EG won't. But the biggest surprise for me last TI was really the OG getting beat by TNC.
Mm-hmm.
So the Wings one is not a surprise for me. So yeah, that's why I thought, or think, I guess.
All right, Mephy. So you watched TI6, if not though, like watched like every single like highlight video. So what do you remember most about the TI that was this year?
Well, for me, with regards to Wings actually winning it all, I think Wings is not yet a household name, so nobody kind of expected them to win. Maybe they'll go somewhere higher, with the progress that they were making before TI. But yeah, it was a big surprise, especially both the DC and Wings were actually the underdogs of this tournament, and they were the ones who actually placed really high in the bracket. I mean, they were first, and then DC was a second. That was really good. I mean, something that you won't actually expect. Like also OG, I was actually rooting for OG ever since they won both of the tournaments. So I was really rooting for them. And then for a surprise beatdown from TNC, that was um, everything in TI was actually very unexpected. Like also the rise of execution
Mhm.
within the like before the bracket as well. They were like dominating, and they proved like, oh, there's a number one Meepo player in the world. It's like everything was so unpredictable back then, and
Mhm.
then look at look at look at where we are now. So it's a very interesting. The TI was very nice, very exciting.
For me, TI6 was kind of like the start of the rise of SEA Dota. I mean, if you look at the teams that were participating, Fnatic got fourth, TNC beat out OG. That's pretty good. MVP placed 56, and then Execration out of nowhere just completely like stomping some people there. Like they were unexpected to do this well in the large scale tournament, especially one as big as TI6. If we look at the wild card right now, they did lose to eHome, but they beat out Complexity. They swept them up, and Abed just styling on everybody with his Meepo. So that for me, that was kind of the rise of SEA Dota, especially now that we're hearing about the these rumors about SEA players playing for NA, playing for EU. So very, very. I think that was where it all started for me. All right, guys. We're moving on. Overwatch is the next topic. RD and I, Overdrive and I have the game. Redron and Mephy, they do not have the game just yet. So
Hey,
this is kind of
hey, I played the game. Played
but
the game at
you
10
played it.
FPS,
Just yet.
guys. 10
Nice.
For
FPS,
me, just
guys.
yet.
Yeah. So this is kind of interesting because we have like both sides of the spectrum. Those that actually have played the game a little bit, and then those that have not played the game just yet. So Overdrive. Let's talk about the game. So it's been a while since I've actually been playing the game, but I think this game for me is a little. It's more fun to play than actually watch as of the moment. So I don't know how you feel about that.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I muted myself again. Okay.
Jeez.
So I have the same sentiment as you. So for those who are
Mhm.
watching, I accidentally muted myself earlier. So it's more fun to play than to watch because I usually play Overwatch when I need a quick game or I just need something to kill time. Not
Mhm.
necessarily watch the game because, as you all know, the spectator view sucks balls.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's pretty fun because Overwatch is the kind of game that unites all games together because they have the FPS element and they have the MOBA element, and they also have the strategy, and it's also aesthetically pleasing looking. Character is good, with several characters touching on the more sensitive issues that evokes human nature. So it's really good. So yeah, for those who have yet to get the game though, I highly recommend you getting it. Just don't install that
Mhm.
other game from high res. That sucks. Yeah,
Okay. High res. You're throwing them under the bus.
I mean,
Jesus.
I play Smite, but their other game sucks.
Okay. 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 So yeah, I have the exact same sentiments with you. I usually like the thing that I like about Overwatch is it's fast. It's like the longest possible game that you could probably get is around 20 minutes, and that's two games. That's like equivalent to two games of Overwatch. It's like equal to one game of Dota. So it's not that time consuming. It's also very high, like fast paced game, like basically like CS:GO, but for like weebs. Am I saying that right?
Oh, oh man. I mean,
Sweepers, right?
you're kind of
No.
right. You're kind of right.
Uh,
It's so fast that uh, the average game takes like 4 to 5 minutes or so. I
yeah,
mean,
that's the
the
average.
fastest average game, because
Mm.
as long as you take the objective and steamroll to victory, the match is already over. By
Yeah,
then you're
absolutely.
gonna queue again. So yeah,
Mhm.
I think that's one of the main reasons why Overwatch is addicting in the first place because you'll never know that you've played too many games until you see your level or you see your hero stats. Oh yeah.
Mhm. And plus, they have the thing about Blizzard as a company, especially here in Overwatch, is they're very vocal with the changes that they're doing. I wish we had that same thing with Dota, but Valve. It was what happens to
Yeah,
us.
they have a
Thanks,
director
Gabe.
that that has a video blog about every Overwatch change so that he addresses the gamers in a personal tone. So I kind of
Mhm.
like that kind of feeling. Yeah.
All right, we've been talking so much about the game. Let's talk about the guys that don't have the game yet. So, Mephy and Redron, what are your like sort of views on Overwatch as a game?
Mm, well, I played it, and
Yeah.
Like how many
yeah, I
times?
like 2 games and at 10 FPS, and I liked it, but I'm not fond of FPS games. But it's a good game. It's really fast paced, like you guys said, and I really don't know. Honestly, I really don't know what's happening then, because like projectiles were flying all over the place, and I just shoot anybody who I could see, and there's a big guy hooking me and shit, and I'm dead. I don't know what happened. Then I got like a fucking cute girl just fucking freezed me to death.
I mean, that's how I play the
And
game as well. I just randomly shoot
to,
people
so
with projectiles until I get my ult.
to be fair, getting hooked and getting frozen is like 80% of the game because the May spammers, honestly.
Really?
mm,
I mean, I
so
get
well,
spammed by Widowmaker lately. I hate that
I
hero.
heard that he was the load up time from the scoping in is faster now, so I think that's pretty scary.
Yeah, so that's why I get
mm,
headshotted in the face.
Yeah. All right, Matthew. What are your opinions about the game?
Yeah, I've seen like a few videos yet of Overwatch, maybe in the earlier days. I'm not sure what patches or what updates they have right now. So on the first release, I was kind of excited with it. It's very fun to play. But then you mentioned, guys, that it's very fast paced, like 4 to 5 minutes. Like I really wanted to maybe try that out for myself, but unfortunately, I don't have the budget right now for me. But yeah, Overwatch is a very interesting game. As a person who hasn't bought it yet, it looks very promising. I'm yet to encounter it first, but when I maybe when I try to buy it, maybe I'll get better or something like that. Maybe I'll enjoy it as well. Um, yeah, I'm not a fan of FPS, but I also noticed that there's like you mentioned. I also noticed that there was like a MOBA sort of style with it. So it's kind of like a new, refreshing type of gameplay.
So
In
Monkey,
yeah,
yeah.
What?
So Monkey King is there because it's a MOBA, right? Because all MOBA play games have
Ah,
Monkey King.
yeah, man. That's the meme right there.
okay, maybe there's gonna be a Monkey King.
There's already a monkey.
Oh, there's already
It's
one. There's already
Winston.
Oh,
okay.
a monkey, you say? Does
Also,
he
So the
jump?
stereotype is
Does he,
real.
does he jump to the trees and shit?
He
And
jumps really high.
own okay, and own the pubs and shit and be cancerous as fuck.
He's not that strong. He's fine. He's
Okay,
just fine.
okay. Just going to
maybe
shout
he's
out
already
to
back.
all the Monkey King players. Fuck you guys. Don't ruin my pubs, please. Thank you.
All right.
Monkey King is sort of easy to counter. Maybe
Hey,
just
we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that in a little bit. So calm down. All right.
all right.
So yeah. I want to talk about the future of the game as an esport. So, I'll start this off. This looks to be very promising. Um, Probably has a shot to be the esport of 2017 if they fix their spectator mode, which I think is if they make it like I don't know how they're gonna fix it though, but if they fix that, if they make it watchable, it's going to be the esport of the year next year. What do you guys think?
It could be. It's not. I mean, it's a pretty new game, and there's already a lot of games like trying to make it into the scene. But
Mm-hmm.
for the most part, the hype really tends to go with the old games. So with something like Overwatch, a new game that actually a lot of people have like overwhelmingly positive reviews, that's something you have to watch out for. So for the MOBA sense, or for the whatever type of game is Overwatch, yeah, it's going to be very interesting for them in 2017 if they make it like if they try to make it more healthy for for new players, and also try to make it more balanced for the veteran players as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the thing is like it's kind of like baseball in a sense. Like baseball's super fun to play if you're playing it, but it's not fun to watch. So the TV rating is actually super bad for baseball. That kind of thing. So if they make it fun to watch, because it's actually a big deal. If a game's not fun to watch, then it's not gonna thrive as an esport.
Yeah, that's one of something that has to be fixed for Overwatch before they make it into the 2017.
Mm-hmm. All right. Anybody else?
Well, I guess you guys are correct. You know, so to have a blossoming esports scene, you need to have an audience. So if they don't fix their spectator view, or I don't know how, you know, well, CS:GO does it. Maybe they could like learn from CS:GO
Mm-hmm.
and like, or you could always like borrow personalities from other games, like what CS:GO and Dota 2 does.
What?
I mean, just to hype it up, because casters or personalities now is not choosy in what games they want to cast. Like Toby One, a notable caster in Dota 2 scene, casts like CS:GO games.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe they could like ask him to cast Overwatch games just to promote hype and shit. I don't know. Let's just see what Blizzard will do with this game.
All right, let us move on into one of the bigger Dota 2 tournaments in the year. The Manila Major, me, redron on Overdrive, watched it live. We were there, Mall of Asia Arena.
Pretty
Mephy,
fun.
he had to work. Why?
What do you mean? Why?
Take a
work.
leave, dude. Jeez.
Yeah,
I
that
can't.
was like
It's like
it was like, dude, it was like the only chance you could have a Valve sponsored event at your country, and you didn't take a leave. You
Jesus.
just been Dota 2, dude. Just go back to
no.
league.
What? I haven't even played League, dude. But no, I was doing work. I mean, I think I had a lot of responsibilities back then. I'm not
Damn, dude. Responsibilities. Jesus.
I think there's also like a lack of people in my work as well. So
Mm.
I mean,
don't remember.
you haven't met us too.
I
So
think yeah, I think I was kind of forced to work.
Jeez,
I
man.
think
Forced to work is a
That's-
strong
Yeah.
word.
slavery. That's
I was-
slavery.
I was enslaved.
Are
Oh my God.
I
You
was
should
just about
report
to make
that,
like racist jokes.
Oh no.
All right, let's talk about the major. Controversial major, to say the least. 16 invited. 16 is this right? There are 12 invited teams and 4 qualified teams only. Very very weird. Um, Wings Gaming dropping out the first round along with EG and Team Secret. Big things, and OG eventually winning it all against Team Liquid. It's just kind of like a rivalry between these teams. So yeah, let's talk about OG. They won the entire thing. Not the most convincing of the series because Team Liquid. There was a consistent play there from Mind Control on his
Yeah.
Slardar. We were watching it. It was amazing.
Yeah. You're just shouting and shit. I,
Right.
I, I don't know how to follow up with that because it was really like amazing. The games was amazing, and all you could do was just cheer and just be amazed with what high level of play you're watching right now. So I I love it, dude. Especially with you guys, with
I mean,
me.
there's another reason why we couldn't enjoy the games though, especially that game 4.
Is it story time?
Later,
So
maybe
what's
maybe
the
later,
story time?
maybe later. Let's do a story
dude.
time later.
No,
I mean,
dude,
I mean
please.
that encounter really sets the tone of this group and what we do. So yeah, so let's say that for later.
Breaking the law.
Breaking the law might be blacklisted, and I don't know.
Yo, dude. Okay, yeah. We'll have to decide on that. All right. So Manila Major for you guys. For those to the attorney, for those to watch attorney, what was the most memorable moment for you guys?
Um, I think oh my god, meeting slacks.
Oh yeah, we did a
Um,
video with Slacks.
Yeah, meeting slacks and what else? Um, oh my god, like every second of that event was like my favorite moment. Like shouting Toby one, marry me, like at top of my lungs, just shouting that makes me feel that I'm a Dota fan. And well, people, the outside audiences, just they recognize us as the most hypest fans ever because
Mhm.
everything from the major we just shout and cheer like look a courier flying like woo and like that or yeah every single moment in the game or even outside like if you see Toby one in the screens you just shout or Red Eye just gonna introduce some teams and shout oh my god I hate you Pinoys but I love it so I really can't say there's a specific moment in time that it is my favorite because every second of that major was like amazing. So I hope that there's more Dota 2 events in the country. I hope so. So I could shout at people like non-stop.
There's a Dota 2 event. It's called Asus ROG Masters.
Hey,
This is the time where I mute
hey.
myself.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to take up time, but come on, dude. You know, I know how much you guys love that event as well.
We're never
I
gonna get
didn't.
I
sponsored by them.
I
I'm
didn't.
sorry, guys. I just screwed us.
Why? We have like Acer, like hey Acer, their Predator line is like amazing. You
It's
made a
actually good.
laptop and it's a desktop. I don't know what to call it anymore.
Okay, let's touch on that part
Putting subwoofers in
because
a laptop?
there's
What
been
the?
a plethora of hardware-based tournament. Like there's an MSI Masters and an RG
Really?
Masters.
Oh,
Yeah, both tournaments bombed out actually.
damn, dude.
I mean, for the ROG Masters in Malaysia, it was good, but for the Philippines, it was definitely bad. And the
Your legs that are
MSI
bad.
Masters that was in, I think it was in the West, it bombed out really bad. They had to cancel the tournament after the players got there because of technical issues. So
Oh,
it was
damn,
bad.
dude.
That's sad.
Just wait for Acer, guys. Like Acer Master Series like that.
Cup.
You know what? If I was Acer, I would like throw it like right now and make it the most amazing thing. Because like, our Aces can't do it. MSI can't do it. We're gonna do it great. That's gonna be
Yeah.
that's something.
Yeah.
That's marketing there.
I mean, I don't
You're
think
teaching
that
big brands on
those
how to.
those brands should held a tournament because it's kinda, I don't know. It feels it just doesn't feel right for me.
I mean, if done right, I guess it's something. But
Yeah, yeah.
so far,
So far, but I love the brands because I'm using them.
damn, dude. Yeah, Aces boy right there. All right, headed back to Manila Major. You know, my
Hey,
my memorable moment. There were two. There were actually three. A lot. One is DJ completely wrecking LGD because I watched
the
the
back
videos.
holes,
The black
boys.
holes. My God, I
Yeah.
wasn't there. That was the day before I went. The day before my first day on the event, so I missed it. Second was getting to talk to Ari for the first time. Ari Neiman, the host of the. No, wait. Yeah, right. Yeah, it was right after he hosted ESL One Manila, so I talked to him
Yeah.
a little bit in the Manila Major. We were getting burgers. It was like in the lines of it. I was like, "Hey, Ari, I was the one that started your thread on Reddit that you were hosting ESL One Frankfurt." They're like, "Oh man, you're that guy," and like yeah, we kind of talked a bit. And the third memorable moment for me was the burgers. It was all
Oh
we
my
ate
god, the
for like
burgers.
4 days.
Oh my god. Holy shit. Oh my god, you just reminded me. I just got sick of burgers that day or that week. Like, oh my god. Oh, I hate USM. Oh,
Never
please
I mean,
get
don't drive.
sponsored
my
by
my
SM.
favorite moment was after the major when I got back to the office. Everyone just glaring at me. Why the hell did you leave for 4 days? Like what?
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, that was my favorite moment, and that was the time that I decided I'm gonna quit. Fuck you guys. So yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
screw
yeah.
this. Now you're living the esports life, which is
Yeah,
fun.
it's kind of ironic, too. So let's get to that later.
My
Um,
favorite moment was nothing.
Wow.
Condolences for
You watched the
missing
game?
out the
Jesus.
Manila
I
major.
watched the games, but
uh-huh.
you guys gloating about it makes me feel
Oh.
like my life is
Oh.
my life sucked that time.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
God.
because it is.
Messy.
It does. It
Met
does.
It
guys,
did.
sus. Your life sucks, and you didn't
Like
go to a Manila major.
Like the
Dude.
moment like Jonas changed pictures and having like pictures of like, was it Navi or was it some
Yeah,
other
it
else?
is Navi, I
I
guess.
screwed the
It's
guys
Navi.
behind me.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Well,
Was-
That's a
I,
story
I,
for
I
another
felt
day.
crap. I really felt crap. Like Navi was like
you should,
one of the-
you should, you should feel crap, dude. You suck.
if there's like one thing that I could rewind.
You're not my friend
because
anymore.
it's- What?
No.
I haven't even met you guys that time.
Yeah.
We met
Oh
like
yeah,
one.
SCA Esport wasn't active yet
yeah.
that time. We started like August or something, and the Like,
like
Yeah,
Manila
because
Majors to June. Yeah.
we
Yeah.
went to Manila Majors. That's why it's became active again. So with Mephy not being there, I think he shouldn't be here, man.
Whoa!
Oh,
Jesus
that
Christ.
was quick.
All right.
Okay, I'm not gonna do the.
You heard it here first.
Oh
The fall
no.
of SCA Esports, guys. Alright.
I'm just joking, dude. I love you, Mephy.
Jesus
I'm gonna mute
Christ.
myself after. Handle this Powerball yourselves.
Jesus Christ.
No, just kidding. I love you guys. Change
Kappa
my.
Pride.
Love
We're
you.
Kappa
Love you,
Priding,
Pride.
dudes.
Mephy.
The usual stuff here at SCA Esports. Alright, let's move on. A little bit of CSGO here. Very special for, I think Overdrive and I were watching this. ESL 1, New York for
Yeah,
CSGO.
dude. I'm watching. I watched the tournament in the office, and I was like, everyone was like, why the fuck was the internet slow? I'm just hiding my laptop with the little Twitch window right there.
It's a good thing my office has like god tier internet that I can watch it really fast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
better than ROG Masters.
Let's not talk about that tournament again.
All right, so as we all know, Virtus Pro and Navi meeting in the finals there, but like Navi had a smooth ride, I think, going 3-0 on their group. SK, I mean, wait, yeah, Virtus Pro not having the best kind of series there. The least matches you could have played in the group were 3, and the most you could have played were 5. And Navi had 3 matches, and Virtus Pro had 5. So it just goes to show you that Virtus Pro had they had a rough way to the finals there. So
Yeah.
yeah, in the playoffs, Virtus Pro faced off against SK Gaming. Pretty close series there, 19-16. SK winning the first round, and then VP won the second and the third round, 25-21 and 16-7 against SK. And this SK team is no joke. This is the old Luminosity, if I remember correctly.
They're number one team in CS:GO. I mean, in Fortnite it's 16.
Yeah, they're no joke. This is Cold Zera's team. Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, Fair. Fair is actually my favorite player. Gets that SMG. Gets it done. And of course, a Navi facing off against Team Liquid. 7-16 first round went to Liquid, and then 16-13 and 16-10. Navi winning the series, which leads to Virtus Pro and Navi in the finals. Train, Game 2, Overdrive. Take us there.
Okay. So let me recap that part. So that was one of the epic matches because it went into overtime, right?
No. This is Train, second game of VP and Navi.
Yeah. I mean, the first game was VP destroying Navi, then Navi bringing back the favor in game 2. So that was a stomp. So yeah, that was a perfect performance by Guardian and Simple right there, with Guardian sealing the deal. So yeah, I have no words for that game because I love it. I love it. I was just watching the games in the office, minding my own business because I'm on the brink of resignation there because fuck everyone there. So yeah, I mean yeah. So then at game 3 that was at Cobblestone, right?
No, the first game was in Cobblestone. The third
Oh,
game was
shit.
in Mirage.
Oh yeah, the Mirage
Mirage.
game. The Mirage game was dope.
This went to overtime. This was dope. Yeah, this was dope.
Yeah,
man.
it was it double overtime or was it overtime one only?
This went on to 17 and 19, so it's double
So-
overtime, I think.
So no, it's only one overtime. So that was the
Oh, yeah.
defining
This is
moment
right.
for Guardian and as well as Simple because remember the ESL One New York Simple never had a major title win. I mean big
Mhm.
tournament win over 250k. So there was Simple's breaking out party as one of the best teams in the world. Guardian as well returning back to form with his signature op. He got the final frags for his team to get the championship, and it was really moving because after the win, so he really cried after with his interview with Red Eye. So damn, there was some potatoes. I mean onions. I mean,
Potatoes.
I mean
Potatoes. Okay.
potatoes. There was some onions being cut there. So
I gotta say,
yeah,
I felt it too, man. I felt it too.
that was one of the moments that that made me want to say that shit. I love CS:GO. Fuck. So yeah.
Yeah, me too, buddy. I felt it too. Interesting thing here, with VP and Navi was, yeah, you mentioned it, Guardian. Completely, they just like he was on point with the op there, their dedicated opper for Navi, but the simple, they actually did carry the team, and like Navi, not the most, I would say, favorites to win this game. This what am I talking about? This tournament, because look at the team. This tournament is stacked. SKVP, Fnatic. This is post Godsend Fnatic, I think so. Fnatic not so much, but SK and Virtus Pro, they're really in there. They were favorites probably to win the entire thing. So yeah, congratulations to Navi. I think, let me just check their Team Liquid page. I believe this is their. Oh no, I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, congratulations to Navi. Let's try and move on to more CS:GO here, and this is a little bit more recent. We've been talking about esports like it's the best thing in the world, woo! But there are a lot of dramas here involving esports. The PEA for CS:GO, the North American region, as we all know. How about I let the Overdrive take this one, because he seems to know a lot more than I do.
Okay, so
Overdrive, yeah, there
okay,
you
okay,
go.
I'm here. So brief. So some let's just talk about some brief things that happened. So the PEA was a result of the North American teams not joining the WISA, that was the World Esports Organization, which by the way you know now that has teams like the Navis, the Fanatics, the Ninjas in Pajamas, and all the Western teams that aren't American are in the WESA, and they're being run. They also it's under ESL as well, so you're getting the picture. So then the North American organization was called the PEA, or the Professional Esports Organization. That's teams like the Team Liquid, the CLGs, the Cloud9, the TSMs. So yeah. So during the holidays actually, so it raises some important issues like player rights, because the members of the PEA want out of the ESL Pro League. So meaning that they want, because the PEA wants to have an exclusive league of their own. Meaning, so yeah, but the players don't want to have it because they want the right to choose which tournaments to play on. Am I right? So yeah, so what
Yeah.
happened was they they got someone to represent them, that was Sir Scoots, to make an open letter for all the to facilitate the conversation between PEA, which is headed by Jason Katz, the president, and Sir Scoots, about talks of the player rights movements and how is it good or bad for the scene, whatever, and why, and that they want to choose the tournaments that they want to play in, and blah 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 blah. So it's a really long saga. So yeah, during the holidays as well, uh, TSM TSM's in-game leader Sean Gers, or S Gers, parts ways with the team after a falling out with the team owner Reginald, because because of the player rights movement, at what he calls tarnishing the brand,
Yeah.
which is actually true, because
Heard about this, man.
I mean later on the day it was actually true, because what what essentially happens was, once the player rights movement was there, sponsors sponsors are trying to back away from the CS:GO team, which results to the org not playing the players in the first place. So yeah, it's a pretty long saga. You should probably check this out. So yeah.
Hmm.
So guys, I'm gonna ask you a question: that do you think that if you have the I mean, if you tuned into this issue, do you think that is it a case of a player rights, or do they want some exclusivity, or yeah? So yeah, I want to hear your thoughts about this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's just an organization that's trying to conquer a region. This PA, they're throwing this. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's is it ESL that they weren't allowed to participate in, or IEM or
Yeah, it's
something?
ESL. It's the ESL Pro League, so EPL.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Because they
right.
want to make their own league as well, so the PEA
Mm-hmm.
league or something like that, as
Yeah.
well as
So. Mhm.
the collective bargaining rights to participate in the ECS.
Oh, Jesus Christ! And we're getting there. Uh, like what I don't like about this, is as a player, as a pro player, you want to compete in as much tournaments as you can, because you're playing for money. You're playing for your salary, right? I mean, I guess they have salaries in their teams, but the big money comes from winning tournaments. And like I heard that PA was throwing a tournament that has a bigger prize pool than ESL. So that's something. But if you prevent your players from, if you prevent the teams from playing in other tournaments, that's just missed out opportunities on money. And as an esports professional, that's how you make your living. I mean, if you're being prevented from making money, I mean, that's pretty messed up. That's very messed up, I think.
Yeah, you're right. Because yeah, I'm really sad about this situation because we're gonna enter an esports. As I'm quoting Richard Lewis here, we're gonna enter an esports cold war about everything that's happened over the last few days, weeks or so. Because it's gonna be a power struggle between the North American and European regions when it comes to CS:GO.
Yeah, yeah. They do have the majority of the good teams. I mean, it is exclusively just them. No SEA teams, no teams from China. Um, but yeah, this PA not allowing their teams, the teams under them, to compete for ESL is just messed up. Just because they want to have control over the NA region. So, what did the other guys think about this?
For
Mm,
me, like generally, generally speaking, like since esports is just kind of like a blooming corporation, so I don't think there's a lot of rules implemented yet on how things should be done. So it's I'm pretty sure that a lot of people will try to exploit some of the quirks or some of the loopholes that they could make within this one. So but I'm pretty sure this is going to be fixed. Like maybe this 2017. Like, if you imagine, esports is already a booming industry. So it's not it's abuses like this will be taken into account. So I'm pretty sure that it's going to be very lenient in the future when it comes to rulings like this.
The thing is, like, if the PA got away with it, there would be a definite North American championship. Like, they're only gonna compete there if they got away with it. So like,
Yeah.
and nobody found out. This wouldn't be like a whole fiasco. This would be the standard. Like, each region has their own sort of, like, I mean, like, there's the NBA, there's the PBA, there's the Euro League. They have their own like little tournaments. So yeah, I mean, they
It's
just
gonna
got
be like
caught.
that.
Yeah, that would have been the future.
I would really prefer if all of the games in the esports itself is more diverse. So kind of like Dota, it has everyone all around the world. That's makes kind of like more of a unifying thing for me as well. So it kind of like unites all of us. Either if you live in the C region or in whatever region that you're currently living in. Kind of unites us all with one thing that we actually enjoy. So abusing things such as this, like our enjoyment, It's kind of like something that's very disappointing. But I really do hope that it's going to be fixed.
All right, Redron, what do you think about this?
Well, opinion is that we can't we're not going to avoid this kind of stuff because if esports keeps growing, keeps becoming successful, more corporate politics will happen. Like businesses will invest in esports, like what happened to NBA. They will like make leagues of their own, like you guys are talking about, because they're protecting their investments, and they're just going to make like localized tournaments because it's better to have like a local tournament than having your boys compete in another tournament that like promotes other brands than yourself. So I'm just I'm just saying that it's not abusive because like people who invest to teams have their own agendas, their own interests to protect too. So you need to respect the players, but you also need to respect the businesses that are backing up your team. So I guess when esports become bigger than basketball, I guess things like this won't like be avoided anymore. That's what I think.
Yeah,
All
you
right.
may be right.
Mm-hmm. Any more opinions on this?
No, no, no
No,
more.
no, we're good. We're good.
We're
We're
good.
good. All right, so we're leaving the drama behind us and into even more drama. Uh, Dota 2 patch 7.00 dropped a month
Oh my
ago. Has it been
god,
a month ago, maybe? Like 3 weeks ago or something?
fucking king!
Yeah, so let's just do
Right
like
after
a brief
Boston.
over. Yeah, right after Boston. Yeah, you're right. So just like 2 or 3 weeks ago. So let's do like a quick overview of the patch. So what's going on here? Biggest
Monkey
like
fuck.
overview. Different like 2 bounty runes per side, two on the radiant, two on the dire, one power up, spawning at either the top river part or the bottom river part. Roshan is in the middle of the river. What am I missing here? Talent trees,
Monkey King.
Monkey
Monkey
King.
King,
Now we finally get
that
to talk about Monkey
fucking
King.
The
hero.
interface as well.
Ah,
The
the HUD's
backpack.
still a problem. Backpack
The
still a big.
loading screens is a problem, guys.
I mean, is it really a problem?
No, dude, I bought like sets for like some of it's for the loading screen,
Mhm.
and I can't see the loading screens anymore because it loads faster. So, where's my loading screens, Bob? Where's my fucking loading screens?
I like how like everybody's like, oh, I can't see my stats. I have to hover over my things. Or the shop is so broken. By the way, the shop is broken. Like the shop is so broken. And your problem is like the loading screens aren't showing up. That's like
Yeah,
Skill
product
cap!
kick.
that's a big problem. That's why I'm gonna play League of Legends. That's why I have a
Oh,
midlife
yeah.
crisis right now.
All right.
Fuck loading screens.
All right.
All right.
Okay. Talent trees are probably like one of the things, bigger things in the patch. What else am I missing, guys? Um, Shrines,
Yeah,
uh,
that's
new
right.
new ancients, the healing ancients that you can't beat with a level 7 Templar Assassin anymore because of the healing factor.
Jungling as
Yeah.
well.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah, the
neutrals
spawn.
respawn and
Uh,
yep, odd minutes 1357 and so on. Uh,
Yeah.
I think that's about it. No new items, right? I mean, if we were
There's
to
a,
go through everything,
uh,
none of it.
we'll have like an 8 hour long podcast and shit.
My bad. I wrecked our file. So,
It's okay.
yeah, what's the most notable change for each of you guys? Let's start with Mephy here. So, what's the biggest change for you in the patch?
I guess the biggest change. Well, not. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. I haven't seen a lot of games yet, But
Mm.
for me, for all of the experiences that I played in those, it's primarily it's more on the gameplay itself. Like, what's the actually the most frustrating for me? It's not really the biggest change, but what's the most frustrating for me? It's there's no. It's it's like it's either a 25-minute game, kind of 25-minute game to 30-minute game, or it's going to take like more than 60 minutes. That's
Mm.
the one that I kind of frustrated about in this patch. So it's either you have to snowball in, or you just have to play really long endurance games of Dota. So it's something a bit different right now from the previous patches. Like usually the previous patch takes like around 30 to 40 minutes, something like that. That's the best number that I usually play around. It's very rare for me to take like more than 50 minutes. But right now it's like it's either you have to win early, very early into the game, or you have to beat your opponent in like like 70 minutes or 80 minutes into the game. It's,
Mm. I know that
over,
feels, bro.
uh,
I know that
also I
feels.
yeah
Yeah, go ahead.
very also but I think for me the biggest change will be talent trees.
Mm.
It provides more variety with the usage of your heroes. Like if you wanted to go kind of like a tank build, you can do that, or if you want to increase more damage or something. It really provides a lot of diversity with the heroes. That's what I really would prefer with Dota. Kind of like what's the other game?
Oh, what?
Heroes of
Hots. I think
Heroes
hots.
of the Storm.
Mm.
Kind of like that.
Yeah. How
Yeah.
about a red run here?
Oh, shit.
What's up with you?
Where's my loading screen?
Okay.
No, no, I'm just kidding. Well, I guess the gameplay as well, like Mephy said, the game is like more punching heroes up, then smoke gank, then use your shrine to heal, then gank again, then farm with your jungle, farm with their opponent's jungle, then rinse and repeat.
Mm.
Um, it really gave Dota 2 a bit of a fresher like style of play, because you can't just outplay your opponents then win the game. You just need to have like tread lightly or be careful, because one or two clashes and you lost it. It's going to turn the game. So you need to be more careful. You need to plan your shrines or your ganks carefully. You need to counter Monkey King every pub you have.
You don't
Like
you
I
have to
spam
buy a
Beastmaster
gem.
because of that.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I thought I
You
always
have to
buy gem,
not
guys.
drop a
Gem is
gem.
like no,
Yeah.
the gem
It's
is
okay.
like
It's
it's better that
okay
you
to buy the gem, but don't drop it, especially if
I
you're
mean,
yes.
playing
don't
with
hold it.
red run.
Please, guys, don't drop the gem. Save a life. Don't drop a gem.
Save the rage.
Yes, please. Don't want me to rage and shit. That's why they call me Rageron.
All right. Should change your in-game name.
Oh
Rage
no.
run.
Well,
Yeah.
anyways, that's what I think. Dota 2 is like better right now because of
Mhm.
the like fresher start with the talent trees, the shrines. The shrines are like a good addition. Like you have more objectives to take after pushing all the towers. That's great, right?
Mhm.
And I've heard like Grand Grant, he said that Valve is prioritizing friendship over personal, or I mean, like personal skill level.
Mhm.
Because he said that you can have like five average playing gamers then who are better when they're together and they're going to qualify in a LAN than like five like individually gifted players like playing like shit when they're a team. So maybe that's what Valve wants, like people valuing friendship over but I guess Valve is like failing because Dota 2 is still cancerous as fuck. Like Monkey King players every fucking game. If
I
you,
played against the Monkey King. Kind of wrecked
dude,
him in mid lane.
yeah, I know you could wreck a Monkey King, but if you wanna, here's my mindset. You wanna play a Dota game, but when there's a Monkey King in the other side, you're gonna counter it. Because if you don't counter Monkey King, there's something wrong. And if you're playing with a Monkey King, your Monkey King player sucks as hell. That's
Like
my
I guess
dilemma.
I guess
So
my
I don't know what to do,
I
man.
mean,
Is it,
you just have to pick Pugna. That's what I do.
okay.
dude?
You know what my problem is?
Okay.
If I play with a Monkey King, it's on my team. I almost always lose.
Yeah, exactly. So better to just nerf the fucking hero to oblivion.
He never
No,
wards. He never has utility, and when his ult is zoning. So fuck. I remember
Dude,
that one pub we played when that Monkey King casted his zoning ult and he just ran away. And
I know that. I remember
yeah,
that.
and then we won the
and
game.
we just won
And
the
we won
game.
the game.
And we just
Yeah,
won the
we
game.
just won the game. I remember that as well. But come on, dude, just don't like the hero. The hero's fun, but it's like broken as fuck. How can you have like a vanguard in the game and you still have like damage? You're a tanky motherfucker and you have a damage
You know what?
fucking skill.
I'm gonna send a picture on Skype, and it's my win rate against Monkey King in this patch. I'm not gonna say anything, guys. I'm just gonna show it to you.
Where's
There you
your
go.
monkey?
I posted it.
Hey, look at that, boys! Look at that.
What is it?
It's like Christmas trees, but it's like
Monkey
missing
King
red
has
shit.
never won against me.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna
So,
pick Monkey King when we play. So
oh,
so,
please.
so we'd lose. So we'd lose, dude. So
Alright.
alright. I'm
Alright.
sorry. I'm just really salty as fuck with this hero. Like it's even worse, you know. When Pekis and Pitlord was introduced, I took it like a man and just fought them. But I'm bitching with this Monkey King because he's just jumping on the trees and then like slamming his dick in the ground.
What?
Then his ult is so cancerous as fuck. Like you have one monkey to deal with, and now you have like several monkey nigger shit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Did you? Oh my god.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, that's it, guys. This is
That's
Rod.
it.
Let's just cancel this podcast.
Oh my god, I'm
We're
sorry.
being
I'm
too
sorry. Oh my
racist
god.
again.
I'm sorry, guys. Oh my
That's how you
god, I'm
get the
sorry.
views, guys.
I'm sorry, guys. Holy shit. I'm sorry. I'm gonna mute
Uh,
myself. Like, okay,
This is
guys.
this is how we deal with Red.
Yeah.
Just let him.
Oh.
Just let him. Um.
Just
Just let him
screw us.
rage. Yeah. Just let him rage, and then until he does something racist, and he just silences.
All right, Overdrive. What's the biggest change for you?
Well, the game is faster. That's for one.
Uh-huh.
Because
Faster.
I mean, yeah, because you can TP to a shrine, which is really helpful. Then
Yeah, yeah.
the starting,
Mm.
then there's the UI change on the starting item. So at level 1, I always TP mid, so I can plant the ward as well. So it's pretty nice, and I love it. I love it all the way.
Mm.
So, yeah.
My thing, what I think is the biggest change is the ropes. I think got buffed a lot because of the 2 bounty runes. Because previously, if you're like an Earth Spirit and you wanted to go for a gank, and like you failed with the gank and you're like super low, in after the gank, you could just go to a shrine. Or if like you don't get the kills and you don't have EXP, there's still the bounty runes. If you take 2 bounty runes, that's a lot of gold. That's a lot of EXP that you're not actually missing. Previously, you didn't have this. So yeah, that's what I think the biggest change was.
Oh yeah, there's also the
For-
Tome of Knowledge too, which
Yeah,
is
Tome of
surprising
Knowledge,
because
man.
there's few people who buy it. And I just spam it for myself. Then I got all the talents that I need. So yeah, because
It's a very
it
big-
scales for every purchase.
All right. Now let's talk about the pro games. Among the changes that we have, what do you think is going to be the biggest effect on pro games? So I'll start this off. I think one of the things to look out for is fights in the shrines. Like if they're like kind of fighting in the jungle, they may try and lead to the shrine for the TP. Obviously, that's probably a good play. That's the play to make. But fighting under the influence of the shrine, the healing effect on the shrine is one thing I'm very interested to see in how they fight against that. So, what do you guys think about a meth here?
And I
Actually, I'm pretty excited with the programs for the 7.0 patch. There hasn't been like a major tournament that garners all of like the tier 1 players. So for me it's gonna be very exciting because there's a lot of new features that came along with the 7.0 patch. Like there's shrines, there's like this backpack system. So a lot of people are going to do that kind of exploit with the backpacks. And there's also like the boundary runes. Like how do pro players actually do the boundary runes, or how do pro players actually do the jungling? This is going to be a very interesting time. So we're going to see this kind of like new meta in the maybe in the ASL1 genting. So it's for me that's very exciting. It
Mhm.
provides like a very new feature, and everything is like very brand new. Everything's very refreshing for the pro players. Not I'm pretty sure that they are already maybe practicing, but there's not really like an official maybe like an official matchup or kind of something like that that you could like check all of them out. So it's for me. It's this is very exciting. I really do love it. I would really love to see the ESL One Genting and how the 7.0 patch changed the meta.
Mm. Let's let the Overdrive make his point again because he frickin' forgot to unmute himself.
fuck. Yeah. I mean, what I told earlier is you can make those kind of plays in the shrine because you can control the elements around it, especially when you're in the secondary jungle. There's creeps around you, so you can use that to your advantage. Supposed to heal in the secret shop, and that's interesting because you can literally walk to the secret shop, buy a crucial item, and go back to the fight. And yeah, you're gonna surprise them, fuckers. Yeah, and I
All right.
accidentally mute myself.
Yeah, don't never mute yourself now. You have a great mic. We can't hear anything else when you're not talking. How about redron here? So, what do you think the pro scene is gonna look like after the 7.00 patch?
Surprisingly, I watched like Chinese tournament earlier and yesterday. It was like IGV versus LGD,
Mm-hmm.
and yesterday was IG versus LGD and LGD won. I just saw the gameplay, and you won't recognize it. It's a Chinese teams. Like it's a fast-paced kind of game, dude. It's like gag, counter gag. I loved it, dude. It's like it's refreshing. Like when they're fighting in the like what you're saying, the shrines.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're fighting the shrines. Surprisingly enough, the opposing team against the team that's using the shrine is winning the fight, even though there's
Mm-hmm.
a shrine there. So yeah, that surprised me. They learn to like kite people and shit. So that's nice. And what else? Like one of my like I've seen in the pro games, like they're prioritizing Helm of Dominator right now.
Weird.
Yeah, it is weird, but like some of the commentators or casters are saying that it's a good pickup right now.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's like I was surprised that they're using Helm of Dominator. I don't like you have a juggernaut who's building a helm of dominator than a Battle Fury in the games. That's how surprising it is. So it's really fun. Like no more Chinese slow game anymore. It's like
Mhm.
fight, fight, fight. It's like you hit the wall until it breaks. If it doesn't break, we lose. So I like it.
I like it. So I think that's about it for our podcast, our year ender look back podcast here. All right, guys. Surprise question of the episode. Blah, 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 blah. Here you go, guys. For you, what was the moment in esports of the year? What was the game? What was the moment of the year?
Shit. Oh god.
EG versus eHome.
Oh yeah, dude. Game
Yeah,
one.
I was gonna say that too, but okay. For the sake of the
Insane.
question, I'm gonna pick. Oh shit. ESL One New
Oh.
York, Map 3, finals of between Navi and Virtus Pro. That was my pick.
Mine is maybe next time Earthshaker, Boston Major.
Oh yeah. Like OD Pixel was like shouting like a little girl. Oh yeah.
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 I mean,
Did we do that in the video when we did the 7.0 match?
What video?
What video?
What
Not that
video?
video, that recording.
What?
Hmm.
What recording?
That
Oh,
recording.
I don't know.
Of you copying OD Pixel.
You're talking what you're talking about, Mephy. We don't have a recording or a podcast with that. Like it's not 4 hours long, and it's that doesn't exist, dude.
It does. It does.
it's in my computer's hard drive.
See?
It exists, but it's
It
not on the internet. All right, Mephi, what's up for you?
Yeah.
Is it like RTZ leaving EG and leaving Secret for God knows how many times already?
No. Actually, for me, maybe the biggest. Maybe with the maybe next time Earthshaker.
Hmm.
That's probably one of the most memorable because I think I also mentioned it in the previous video. I mean previous recording of the 7.0 patch that we did not post online. Like,
The lost episode.
The lost
Hey, man.
Last episode.
You know what? One of these
Oh,
days, I'm gonna upload that episode. You're gonna hear yourselves, but not me.
Yeah, it's like I was like it was like 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. in the morning, and I was like screaming my lungs out, like, "Oh my god, that Earthshaker!" So
I know.
every,
We were doing the same
everyone,
thing.
everyone in my family is like, "Shut up!" Everyone's sleeping.
Shut up, Char.
Shut up, Char.
Shut up, Meg.
Shut up, Meg.
Hey, there we go. You know what? Another interesting thing moment this year was ESL One Manila, Empire versus Team Secret.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yes,
the entire
that
I mean,
black hole,
the
black
series
hole, yeah.
ended at like 1 a.m. or 2.
Yeah.
That was so fun.
We were there.
We
watched the entire thing.
we were half asleep during the second game until King R decides to fuck everyone up with those plays.
Uh-huh. I was like hitting the wall. I was hitting the wall. I was so hyped, man. It was like 12:30, I think. Like, what a way to end that night there.
It was.
I didn't enjoy.
yeah.
I didn't enjoy yes.
Aw.
Go to the
didn't-
lands. Defi, go to the
I mean,
lands.
let's make it
Jesus
the goal
Christ.
next year that you should go to Lance.
Mhm.
Yeah, go to
Yes.
TI, dude. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start a Kickstarter. Put it, Mephi goes to TI, like TI 7, or just ask for donations. Like, help my friend go to a LAN for God's sakes. Yeah.
But what if I have work on TI?
Show them the
Then you
ticket.
resign,
They'll
dude.
understand.
Yeah, they will. They will understand.
No, what if I'm like enslaved again? Like I have no choice but to work.
You can report
rep-
that. That's
Yeah,
reportable.
report that. Yeah,
It's not
slavery
really
is illegal.
it's not that much of an enslavery. It's just that we had no choice
You
that
don't have
time.
a
I think.
choice.
I don't remember. I don't
Choice.
really remember I did not go to ESL on Manila. I think I'm not yet with you guys back then, so I think
Yeah.
yeah, I think I had no not
You
really
don't have friends.
reason.
You don't have friends then. Yeah, I
But yeah,
understand. You don't.
I don't have friends back then.
Yeah.
Oh no,
It's like
Overdrive.
Overdrive has no friends when he was younger, so now he has friends because of that, just to
Yeah.
compensate. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, fuck you guys. You are garbage.
Hey man, the memes didn't start with me.
I know.
They started with our other uh, high school brethren. So yeah, guys. Announcements, plugs. Thank
Uh,
you. Yeah. Go ahead.
yeah, for SEA Esport, we're soon to have our website. We're just on the holiday break. And 2017 will be good for us because we're gonna be making more content and more videos, more podcasts, and probably better production.
Mm.
Yes. And we're gonna make an underwear, the underwear line,
And
Dota 2
the
underwear
underwear.
line. So yeah, you should
Okay.
look out for that. Yeah,
Mm.
like Monkey King's staff in the underwear, like that.
Okay. I'd
Right.
wear that.
So yeah, announcements. As of right now, we are at 16,829 page likes. We started this thing off 7,000, I think.
No, I
Yeah.
think it's 6, man.
6,000.
Yeah, 6,000.
So we had like 10,000 new followers in a span of like 6 months.
Yeah, that's like, yeah, because I made like fake accounts in Facebook and like the page.
Ah, yes.
All right, so that's why.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the reason, right there.
Thank me, guys. Yeah,
That's props for your effort.
yeah.
Yeah, but
I love you
yeah,
guys.
I'd like to thank the guys that are listening to this for liking our page, following us. SEA Esport on Facebook and Twitter, and we're gonna put in an Instagram account as well to, and also on our YouTube account. That's where we post our podcasts
That's
here.
SEA
Shout outs.
Esport TV.
Yeah, TV. Yeah, SEA Esport TV. Shout out to all our friends that we like who are our friends. We don't have any friends.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone
Yeah.
who joined this podcast. I mean, it's just us,
Like-
but
Mm.
whatever.
Shout out to Hades. Couldn't make it. Did an interview with him earlier in this day. Any more personalities? Shall we mention Cyclops for giving us a page?
Saitama PH, dude. Saitama PH.
Airy as well.
Yeah.
Saitama PH.
Coach Scron.
Coach Scron. Yeah,
Scron.
Coach Scron. Yeah. Coach Scron.
So yeah,
Monkey King players. Yeah. I love you
you
guys.
really want to shout them out.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to shout them out.
Plug them in.
I'm just going to beat them, man. I'm just gonna pick Beastmaster every game. Gonna let my bird fly over them and slap them using my axes. So, yeah.
I think
Alright.
Anyways, Happy New Year, guys.
Should plug them in. Like, there's gonna be so much more Monkey King players. And probably a lot of them don't know how to play it. So you're
Oh,
gonna
God.
play games. Unless Monkey King is in your team.
If Monkey King's your team, you're automatically gonna lose.
Mm.
That's
Yeah.
that's the.
The
what I
golden
think.
bull.
All right, I think this is it for us for 2016. Can't wait to
Happy
do
New
more
Year,
content
guys.
for you guys in 2017. Happy New Year, Merry
Happy New
Christmas.
Year.
If you have the Christmas, and yeah, I think this is it for us. Thank you so much for listening, guys. My name is
Happy
Index.
New Year, guys.
Redron, Overdrive,
Happy New
mephy.
Year, guys.
We'll see you when we see you
It's-
guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah. It's the year of the cock.